Welcome back to the channel. Just come to visit my good friend Terry and kind of mentor as well, because I do his head in quite a bit with a lot of questions. Have a little flick through and have a little look at some of them, and yeah, just see how he got into bonsai. Yeah, well, I just watched him 10 seconds.
Lovely flowers, aren't they? My name's Terry. I've been keeping bonsai a real long time, back in the mid-60s, when there was no one to ask questions, nowhere to go. There were certainly no bonsai nurseries. It was all trial and error. First venture was an oak tree, and I kept it in a little tub. Didn't have a bonsai pot because there weren't any to buy. And I had it at work, and I had it for several years, and it was going okay. And then one day we got a new cleaner, and during the winter, when it had lost all its leaves, I brought it indoors, and the cleaner threw it away. So that was the end of that for a while. Then I got married, and children come along, and all my hobbies went on a bit of hold until the kids got a bit older, and I started back into bonsai then. That's probably about 40 years ago. So then I started a bit more properly. You could actually get stuff and ask people questions. It was beginning to get going, the hobby. And after several years, I luckily got my brother into bonsai. I knew that he would, because he's that sort of kind of person. He loved it. And now I've got some fairly nice trees, but most of them have started from sticks in the ground, seeds, cuttings. I've only got a few that I've actually bought, but it's not a race. You know, you buy a tree and you look after it, you nurture it. You don't do everything today, you know. You take your time and do stuff. I had lessons for about 4 years off of a guy called Nobuyuki Kajiwara, a Japanese guy. He really knew his stuff. And we actually were good friends. And he taught me a load of stuff. And when I hear what people say, to compare it to what he said, you all see things differently. And that's what makes the hobby great, because what works for me may not work for you, and vice versa. So, you know, you just got to do what you think is right, and then if it's a mistake, then it's your fault. Always take your time. If somebody says do this, do that, you know, take it on board, then make your own decision. When I give advice, well, I don't never give advice. I always say I would do it. Think about doing it this way. You know, I never tell people how to look after their trees, because it's their trees. So I just suggest, you know, what I would do, and it might help. They may take it on board, they may not. It's fine. So Have a look at me trees and see what you think.
So it's great catching up with Terry. Nice for him to let me do a bit of filming there and give him a little interview. I think if you can see by his trees, there really are some wonderful trees there. His lessons with Nobuyuki Kajiwara definitely paid off. His Scots pine, his slant style Scots pine is just phenomenal. Hasn't even been wired yet this year, but once he wires it all up, it's a showstopper, it really is. But yeah, I really do appreciate him letting me in there and giving an insight into how he goes about things. If you like the video, could you just hit the like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. Got another couple of videos along this sort of line coming up in the future. I'm just waiting on a few things now. I've got a club member who's rearranging his garden, so when he's done that, we'll be going over to there to see how he does things. He's got a really cool little project that he's doing at the minute, and I'm kind of itching to get it on film, but as soon as his garden's ready, he's assured me we can be in there and we can pick his brain about how he goes about that. And then another one, I'm going back to Bonsai School London on the 2nd of July, so that's going to be good. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day and thanks for watching the video.